What's up, guys? It's Will from TekBeatTV, bringing to you a follow-up review of the Acer Aspire 1. This is a N450 netbook based on an Atom processor. It's got a 10.1-inch LED LCD, about 1024 by 600 resolution, a gig of RAM, 160 gig hard drive. Does have a multi-card reader, does have 802.11n, does not have Bluetooth, which is kind of a bummer. It does have a webcam, and it has a 6-cell lithium-ion battery. So I've used this for about a week now. I got a few gripes with it. I still, just up front, letting you guys know, I still actually prefer the Toshiba NB305 over the Aspire 1. I'll give you the reasons kind of off the bat, but I just wanted to do a quick overview and comparison. Software-wise, pretty much standard, not really anything new with the Acer Aspire 1, what it comes with preloaded-wise. I will, however, comment that in comparison to the N150 that had an extraordinarily large amount of bloatware installed on it, the Aspire 1, I gotta say, does not have that much bloatware, especially for startup. So the first time I started up this machine, approximately, I think I did a timer on it. Took about 6.5 minutes to set up, from logging in my whatever username, etc., to having the desktop be loaded up. The N150 for the Samsung took like 20-25 minutes to load. Just trying to do these backups and splitting partitions and backup software that I didn't really need. It was pretty bad. So gotta give props to the Acer Aspire 1, not much bloatware, so it actually runs pretty fast. Startup is a snap. The gripes that I do have with it are, first off, the keyboard. I have a large affinity towards chiclet keyboards, and this is not a chiclet keyboard, as you can tell. How this keyboard works is, I can tell you, I can explain it to you what it feels like. It's essentially, I'm going to make like a quick description. So normal chiclet keyboards, it's got this kind of casing that goes on the side over the actual depression switch that goes when you're pressing the keys, right? Well, the way this one works, it's almost like a teetering plate on top of that depression thing. There's no support from here or here. It's not like a piece of Scrabble, it's not like a Scrabble key. So what ends up happening is when you're typing, it feels like your finger is rocking. That's the best way I can describe it. It feels like it's rocking on the keyboard. Not a huge fan of that, did not like that. I normally do not like these type of touchpads where it's pretty much one large key, but they have like a rocking formation. I would much prefer to have two separate keys down here. I do like the tactile it's got this like texture on the touchpad. I love that because then I can tell exactly where it ends and where it doesn't begin. Others have had like a flat surface where you pretty much can't tell where the touchpad ends and where the actual palm rest begins. So that's another plus for this is the texture. Minus is the keyboard. Minus is really the touchpad. All these are my own impressions of those guys, so take that to however you will with whatever grain of salt you want. The webcam, I don't know how true this is, but if you can see, I don't know if that'll be clear enough. It says webcam is optimized for low light video chatting. I tested this out. I really did not see that big of an improvement from the NB305 video chatting, etc., in comparison to this, even under low light conditions. So maybe, how much low light performance improvements can you really make on a $300 netbook? Not really sure. Form factor wise, same, doesn't feel heavy, it's pretty light, doesn't have the battery protruding that much as with some other models. Port wise, I can show you right now, Ethernet jack. This is for your cable lock. It's got a USB port, microphone, card reader, I believe, the headphone jack. It's got the VGA adapter, the AC adapter, and 2 additional USB ports. Nothing really else to report on this. Recommendation-wise, sorry to say, my standard at the top of the heap for netbooks that I've tested out is still the NB305, but still recommend the Acer Aspire 1 if you're looking for kind of a snappy netbook that you want to use. If you're not a big fan of chiclet keyboards, this is a keyboard for you because it's definitely not chiclet. Bloatware wise, fantastic. Doesn't have a lot of extra software that's installed that you're really going to have to wipe off or delete later. Only minuses, doesn't have Bluetooth, which is kind of a bummer for me since I have Bluetooth peripherals. Other than that, that is about it. So that is my review or impressions of the Acer Aspire 1. You know, please thumbs up, please rate, please comment, etc. whatever on the down bar, whatever. And I will catch you guys real soon. Got a lot of stuff coming up, and thanks guys. I'm almost at 100 subscribers. I'll be doing a giveaway then. And that's about it. Alright, peace out.